A lot of times our mouth is what gets us in trouble. A lot of people sometimes are around you to be a monitoring spirit. There are some people who are around you that you don't know that may have hidden animosity or jealousy towards you. Okay, there are people who you may not know that are connected to other people who do not like you. And I want to touch base on that. These people who don't like you, these people who hate you, these people who want your life to be in shambles, these people who want to stomp on you, take from you, and leave you in ruin, okay, while they profit off of you. A lot of times you may not understand why people have to be in competition with you, why it's like, no, I got this, I'm gonna say this, you don't know what you're talking about, you stupid, you don't know how to do this, you crazy, you can't do this, this. And then these people are trying to use you in some type of way, betray you behind your back. And in order to do that, it's like they can't let you shine the way that you're meant to shine. They can't let you talk and flourish the way that you're meant to. And this word is to let you know that every single person that you came across who had a bone to pick with you, had an issue with you, had something to say about you, wanted your life to be a certain type of a way, it had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with these people, who they are, the way that they think, the way that they was brought up, and your spirit. A lot of times you don't have to do anything to somebody for them to not like you. Your spirit rubs them the wrong way because you are lighthearted, you are pure-hearted, you are of the light, and these people are dark. These people are sinister. They got a way of being to them that is not forthcoming, that is not on the same level that you vibrate on. It's hard to try to grasp that. It's hard. You guys ask why. Why? I don't do nothing wrong. I don't do this. Why would they do this to me? I could have died. They don't care if I'm able to get it back. No, they don't. And so a lot of times, it's not saying that you get punished or persecuted, but a lot of times God pulls you out of certain situations. You may have to fight a little bit longer, but you learn something from it in the way that God orchestrates it to happen. I'm not saying that he wants you to go through these things, but a lot of times we're not using our better sense, our senses. We're not thinking through situations. We're allowing our heart to think for us. We're not, we're trying to give people benefit of the doubt. And these are people that you don't understand. You give them an inch, they will take a mile. And in this season, like I said, I want to take from Judges chapter 16, verse 17 through 21. When Samson gave off what his weakness, was by telling Delilah that his strength came from his hair. That means your strength comes from your hair. If I cut your hair, you'll be weak. You tell people what you're making. Well, if I can block off this and I can take from him, I'll steal from you, then I'll have it. You won't have it. Tell people what you got up in your house, because these people keep coming to you acting like they're peddler women or men and beggars. You understand what I'm saying? They'll try to make it to where you are in the same energy as them. Well, you got to become a beggar. In this season, learn how to move with a certain level of discernment, practice tact, okay? And be quiet. I don't care if somebody come to you and talking about something. Oh, well, I need, last I ran out of my last bag of sugar. Or, well, you know what, I did too. I mean, sugar done went up and all kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, God. But, if I do come up on the bag of sugar, I'll be sure to tell you. Meanwhile, in between time, back at home at the ranch, you got 5-6 bags of sugar. They don't need to know that. Don't tell nobody nothing. It's a done ditty. Go find your mama, go suck on her titty. It is not your problem. It's not your concern. A lot of the times what happens is people have already disappointed us. They've already set us up for failure. You understand what I'm saying? The struggle has already happened. The brute of whatever it is you had to suffer through because you allowed the wrong people around you. They stole from you. They frauded you. They treated you like crap in order to cover what they did to you because you didn't deserve it. And when people look at you and they come across your energy, they know that you don't deserve that. So what they got to do, they got to lie on your name. So they stole from you. They beat you, they frauded you, they weren't a friend to you, they weren't a good person to you, and then they went around lying on your name, telling your business, defaming your character, so that people wouldn't know what the truth was, and furthermore, besides the point, whatever truth you spoke, people wouldn't believe it. So isolate you after being a criminal to you, right? And you didn't deserve that. But see, this is why I'm telling you, babe, let me tell you something. Judges chapter 16, verse 17 through 21. People may have known your weaknesses and acted on it, and they may think that they know you. All the way from your mother, all the way down to people, to your children. You don't really know a person till you done seen a person go through the worst, absolute worst in their life. And when they looked around, after throwing you in the eye of the storm, they thought that you was going to be dead. Confirmation. They threw you in the eye of the storm by leaving you in a very compromising situation and predicament. And you should have been dead. And you should have lost your mind. And you should have gave up. After somebody sits up here and when Samson told Delilah, okay, that his strength came from his hair and was beautiful, played up under him, all kind of stuff, had Samson gone, he wasn't thinking. And meanwhile, in between times, she did not hesitate to take the opportunity to take money to tell them where he was after she had cut off his hair, because mind you, Samson, confirmation, somebody knows you don't let a whole lot of people around you, so they have to be strategic in how we gonna do this. Maybe you gotta send a guy in, maybe you gotta send a woman in, maybe you gotta get to this friend, whoever they got around them, because they know you don't vibe with people. They know that you don't let in for a good damn reason. Looking at your life and looking at how people came for you, see, everybody can't talk when they're not in your shoes, and they ain't got people like this coming after them wanting the worst for them. It's a reason why you stick to yourself and why you don't walk with a whole lot of people, and a whole lot of people can't say that they can park your house and know what's in your house. As chosen ones, when we are targeted and we are attacked, it is crucial more than ever for us to use our discernment, for us to listen, and for us to pray, because we are not like the normal average Joe out here. You understand what I'm saying? Samson was unlike any other. His strength was unlike any other. Your perseverance, your anointing, the calling of your life is unlike any other. What you step into in your energy is unlike any other. Everybody's not going to respect you, love you, and value you for it. They would get around you, they would use you, and they would take every opportunity to work with other people to see you down for either greed or out of jealousy or envy. And I'm telling you something right now, if this past season has showed you something, it should show you at the end of the day, I don't care how financially secure these people are, everything around these damn people after they did what they did to you is crumbling. They can have the money. How long you gonna be able to make that money last after you lose your job? This going on with your living situations, your kids coming up sick over here, that take money. This person over here around you done lost their job, you got to step in for them. God will make it to where you thought you got away with something. And at the end of the day, whatever it is that you was able to come up off another person, he's going to create a season for you. Since you created a season for us to go through something and endure that we shouldn't have to endure, he will create a season for you that will be stretched out. And he will have you think, oh, I got a bag, I can withstand it. God will poke holes up in that bag, and he will stretch out that season so that at the end of the day, you got holes in the bag, right? God is stretching out a season. At the end of the day, you won't make it to the end of that season with money in your bank account and with money in that bag. You're going to go through what you had somebody else go through, and you didn't care. You wanted to take care of your family. Your family need to be put up. So take from somebody else and put your family up. It don't work it don't work like that. Confirmation. God, let me tell you something. If you don't believe nothing else, understand that God gonna rectify the situation, because if he's using you and he gave you a anointing and a calling of your life that you didn't pray for and that you didn't ask for, none of us would ask and pray for this if we had to go through all of this, knowing that all this is what it entailed. None of us would sign up for this. God gave it to you. And what God gives and bestows upon somebody cannot be taken. Okay? It cannot be altered. It cannot be messed with. They messed with you. When someone messes with your stability, it messes with your mind, it messes with everything that's around you, that's tied to you, that it affects the purpose and the path that God has you on. He can't sit where he is and let this go on and not do what needs to be done, not to only get you on the right track, but to handle those who have opposed you, who went up against you, and who caused it just that much more harder for you to be up on this path. So if you don't believe and hold on to anything else and have faith in anything else, have faith and rest assured that God will rectify this situation. Anybody who had their hand in taking money from you, didn't want to give it back to you, didn't want to help you after they took money from you, act like they didn't have it. Oh, baby, let me tell you something. People gonna start losing jobs as we step into 2026. Let's see if they hold on to that money that they took up off of you. People gonna start losing their homes. You don't get what I'm saying when God pokes holes up in the bag. He will create a situation up in your life, in your enemy's life, to where you may have $50K up in the bank. But if you got hospital bills because your kids falling sickly, you done fell sick, you ain't got a job, meaning you don't have no insurance. That's $5-6K coming out, depending on the severity of the situation. You ain't got a job, but rent got to be paid. Or you done lost your house. So now you got to pay money to go around hotels and motels, and you got to live out your car, but your car done got repoed. So you can either pay to get the car out, or you can pay up. You don't understand. They gonna start going through things, right? They're gonna start going through things, and I'm telling you, it's because they all wanted to group up and come up against you and target you and attack you. But I'm telling you something. You also have to learn a lesson, to learn how to, if it means, and I'm telling you, I'm telling the God honest truth. If in this moment, as we step in 2026, you ain't got not 1 or 2 or 3 people that you can really consider done stuck it out through the mud with you, baby, ain't nobody picking up no new people as we step in 2026. Ain't nobody picking up no new people. Ain't nobody trying to sit up there and find no friends. Baby, if you got kids and you ain't got nobody else but your kids, and it's you and your kids that's gonna step in 2026. If you ain't got nobody but you, your kids, and your parents, it's gonna be you, your kids, your parents. I'm saying specific. I ain't just throwing all family up in there, because everybody don't mess with their whole entire family. If it ain't nobody but you, your sister, and your kids, or you and your sister, or you and your brother, you know what I'm trying to tell you. Step into 2026 with those who have showed you that they can stick it out in the mud with you. The problem is, there are going to be people that are looking at you after they threw you in the eye of the storm. You were supposed to be dead. You were supposed to be somewhere begging. And it's sad and it's sick that they can do what they did to you in your life, knowing that they didn't leave you no options. But somehow, some way, God managed for you to have options. God managed for you to still yet be standing tall. If he has to orchestrate and manage for you to have options in your life after somebody sat up here and thought that they robbed you of your options, let me tell you something. God knows everything that was done to you. So whatever it is that start happening to these people, they deserve it. Now, what's going to start happening is when they start going through what they're going through, they're going to look at you and trying to figure out how you made it through. Because that money and that bag that they thought they ran off with got holes that was poked up in it. Just as quick as they got it, the money is going out. Because there's other things around these people's lives, confirmation, fires that they got to put out, that they didn't plan for, that they didn't foresee what's going to happen. See, I keep telling you, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The damage has already been done. The struggles has already happened. The worst has occurred up in your life. Now it's faith and hope and prayer that's going to get you to the next step of your life, to where God can open up the doors for you so that you can have new options as we step into 2026. But as you rebuild and as you reconstruct and put back the pieces of your life back together, you have to understand and take something from this. There are going to be people who are going to go up against you. There are going to be people who make faces behind your back. Always got to go around and say something's wrong with you behind your back. Always talking bad about you. Wanting the worst for you. It don't matter what you do. They're not going to talk about the business that you started. They're not going to talk about how strong you are. They're not going to talk about any of that, because these people are trying to create illusions so they can look like you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to live life. But meanwhile, in between time, people don't know how hard people are going up against you, how hard people attack you, how hard people try to strong arm you because of them doing you dirty. You don't ask for any of this stuff, for this stuff to happen to you like this. But people keep wanting to be about the mess. And it don't have to be that way. So when people want to be about the mess and God don't bless mess, now let's see if they overcome these tests that they about to go through as we step into 2026. Because let me tell you something. Whatever it is that they go through is not of any of your concern. That's not your problem. They better take it to someone who truly cares. Because if they try to take it to you, they're going to get their feelings hurt. I don't know nobody in this planet Earth that will sit up here and dog somebody out the way that people have done you. Leave somebody in the worst positions and predicaments of their life and think that they can come back and run a sob story on you. Because whatever it is that they've done has caused pure hell and chaos up in their life. You don't get away being evil. Maybe for some of the time, maybe half of the time, maybe for a season. You don't get away with it every time. You don't get away with it all the time, every time. What they did to you was dirty. And I still don't know what could you have done so bad that will want people to do this to you. Yeah, we got greed in this world, so people don't care. We got people who take money from people all the time, thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. Scammers do it all the time. But what happened with Samson and Delilah, which is why I use that example, this was targeted. This wasn't something where it was like they sought Samson out because of his strength. Samson had made a name for himself, that no one could defeat him. And when they realized that no one could defeat him, they tried to figure out, well, what is his weakness so that we can conquer him? They sent a love interest in who was beautiful, Delilah. Beautiful. To pull on his heartstrings and be able to get around him to figure out what his secrets was. The whole time there was a gang of people and an army behind Delilah. Delilah didn't just operate and act alone. She didn't just do this alone. She didn't just decide one minute she liked Samson and the next minute she wanted to figure out how to destroy him. She was sent in. She was sent in because of haters. People wanted to conquer Samson because of his strength. You get hated on, and it's just the bottom line. I don't care how people try to lie. I don't care how people try to sit up here and denounce what it is that I'm about to say. You get hated on, you get despised. People will go to mile, people will go to distance to get around you to see you be down. People treat you the way that they treat you without an ounce, without a care in the world. They will take the opportunity. They will use you. They will take advantage of you. They will talk shit about you. You get treated the way you get treated because of who you are. Because of the name that you made for yourself, because of the potential that lies within you. I hate to say that, it's not gonna make sense. Whatever it is that you got, people don't have, and it's these people who don't have it, who's been on your neck. And they sent the Delilah into your life. I don't care if it was a man or whoever it was. They sent the Delilah into your life to figure out what your secrets was. And them and the rest of them getting it. Because let me tell you something, what happened in the end. They wanted to tie and bind Samson up. All Samson had to do was say a prayer to God. Had him in the dark. Who the hell would want somebody like in a predicament like that? He prayed. And the prayer that he prayed was, God, if you can grant me back my strength to overcome my enemies. God, please grant me back my strength to overcome my enemies. He brought down the pillars down on their head and killed them and himself in the end. But I'm gonna tell you something. You take it however you want to take it. It's but so far the BS gonna keep being dragged out up in your life. When you take from someone, when you do things to cause ruin in somebody's life, and you're doing it every day. They got people on board to attack you spiritually, defrauding you and stealing from you and having you in the worst positions in life. It was like, bitch, just roll over and die. We stole from you. We lied on you. We defamed you. We don't care about you. Yeah. Just roll over and die. You didn't do it. You shouldn't have to do that. And because of your fight, because of your endurance, because of your faith, because of the prayers you prayed, not only is God going to give you the strength to overcome your enemies, baby, let me tell you something. He's going to give you the strength to be thrusted in a position and level of your life that you never thought that you would be in. Okay? A Delilah was sent into your life. But as we step into 2026, if you don't take nothing else, use discernment. Practice tact. Just because you have it don't mean people got to know you have it. But then we got monitoring spirits. We got things. So let me tell you something. Don't go out there and don't be paranoid and not live your life. You just know that if you made it to this stage in this point of your life, that there is a higher force and power and being that surrounds you, that protects you more than you ever want to know. And let me tell you something. This ain't something that people can just come up to you and cut off. This ain't something people can just come up to you and wash off. This ain't something people can just come up to you and block. This is God's power, baby. You ain't bigger than God. So if you ain't bigger than God, whoever God chooses to appoint, whoever he chooses to bless, whoever he chooses to elevate, there's something that you can do about that. Okay? And there's a certain level of protection that surrounds you, that has gotten you to this point of your life. Don't you take it for granted. Okay? Don't you think for 1 second that it does not exist because of what happened to you. Your enemies are not as fruitful and stable as you think. The bags that they ran off with got holes that's been poked up in them. Let's see if they're able to make it through the same way that you did. Because let me tell you something, a bag that got holes poked up in it don't last about too long. Maybe you make it 6 months. Maybe you make it a year. What's going to happen the following year, 2027? What's going to happen 2028? You think that you can go and steal from somebody because you in a group? You stole for that group? And you think that God didn't sit high and look low? You think that he didn't see what you did? And after you did it, how you talked about him, how you treated the person, and how you stomped off and didn't want to help him afterwards, after knowing what you did. God has already seen what it is that he needs to see from these people. He already seen and searched their heart. It's going to happen. Ain't nothing that you can do. Even if you prayed and asked God to show these people mercy, it's things that you didn't see, things that you didn't hear. So step aside and let him do what it is that he need to do, because you have no idea. You think you know. You think you know. Knowing that somebody stole from you and then knowing how far they was willing to go and the things that they said behind your back when you weren't there to other people is a totally different thing. And people that you barely even knew that turned on you because of what was being said about you is a totally different thing. Defaming your character and doing God knows other things because people didn't want to go to jail, people didn't want to get caught, that's a totally different thing. Trying to make your life a living hell because of what they did to you. They didn't have to be done. So like I said, whatever happens to them is none of your concern. So people need not bring it to you and run on sob stories because they cause you to be and go through something that you should have never had to go through. And God be with them if they put you in that predicament and you had to go through that with kids. So on that note, I just wanted you to know that as we step into 2026, continue to keep the good fight. Understand that whatever it is that people think about you, whatever it is that they want for you, has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with who you are, what's within you, and what's not in these people that will make these people hate you. That will make these people want to take advantage of you. Okay? That will make these people say the worst things about you behind your back. When your light shines bright, it shines a light on the darkness as well. And there was a lot of darkness that was around you. Okay? And people left you there. They didn't care. Samson was there. He was in the dark. He didn't have a friend. He didn't have no one. All he had was him, his mouth, his faith. And he opened up his mouth and he said a prayer. I don't care if it looks like things are not working out and God does not hear you. He hears you, baby. If you don't believe anything else, look at the fact that you are alive. He heard you. And furthermore, besides the point, he saw. So rest assured, like I said, I don't care who tries to come back. I don't care what sob stories they run. You best pull on how hard of a season that was from this day forward going on back. How hard it was for you to pull through that. Every face that was ever made, every piece of knowledge that people knew did not tell you and played up in your face. They played you. That's just the bottom line. They played you and everybody thought it was funny. And everybody who knew you did not value the friend that you was to them. They looked at the people who opposed you and they got in a line with them. And everybody was like, oh, you just this person that nobody's ever going to like, nobody's ever going to partner with. You just this person who's always going to have it hard. You this person who's just so stupid. People going to keep using you. You so damn weak. But let me tell you something. God is good, isn't it? God is good, isn't it? It's a side people don't know to you. And that side could have came out when you felt like you had nothing else to lose. God kept you. God kept you. He kept you looking at the future. He kept you looking at a promising future for yourself. Even though people tried to joke you and mock you and say, well, what this? And why you gonna do this? And I know this. And everybody knew what was up. People felt like they could do you like that because maybe you wasn't biologically theirs. People probably felt like they could do you like that because they wrote you off and said you wasn't part of the family, so nobody cared about screwing you over. Whatever these people's reasons was for why they felt like they would not have no remorse in their heart after they sat up there and put you in that type of predicament, I'm telling you, they paying for it now. There's just certain things that you do not do to a person's life that can alter the entire course and direction of their life. And these people knew by doing this, that's exactly what was going to happen. They thought it was funny to have to see you start over again. But that's exactly what's going to happen. They ain't stopping nothing. Because as long as God is on your side and he kept you alive to survive and overcome everything of what these people did to you, they should be scared at the fact that you stood tall after they threw you in the eye of the storm. That should have showed them then that God was on your side. And if God is on your side and they opposed you, then what that means for them. Okay, so on that note, you think about that. That's your homework. And y'all can go ahead and you can email me what you think about this word. Okay, you can go ahead and leave some comments down in the comment section below. I'm going to leave it open. And like I said, blessings to you all, blessings to your family. When you come across this, like I said, I speak blessings, I speak prosperity, I speak success, okay? I speak good health, good wealth, okay? I speak it for you, I speak it for your kids, I speak it for your business, I speak it for your home, I speak it for your marriage, I speak it for your relationship in the mighty name of Jesus, amen. It's time for his people to rise up. You understand what I'm saying? They can bring us down, but they can't keep us down. And on that note, you already know how I'm coming. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. Continue to reach one, teach one, bring others to the JC gang. We ride together. We gonna slide together. JC gang for life, baby. I'm sure they have 305 Kingway Project. Ain't nothing weak about me. It wasn't nothing funny about any of the shit that I went through. It wasn't nothing funny about what you went through. So at the end of the day, it's really not gonna be funny when what they took, God bless you with that tenfold. And now they finna be going through something where they got to ask for your help. That's what's really not gonna be funny. What's really not gonna be funny is when these people are not even in a position or a predicament where they can work, even though they want to. That's what's really not gonna be funny. Gotta watch who you screw over. I said, whatever it is that people did, keep out here trying to lie on your name and lie on your health and cause illusions around your name and around your life and around your kids. It's a complete utter stop to what they've done. Because you didn't deserve it. That's just the bottom line. You don't do this to people out of greed. You don't do it out of envy. You don't do it out of jealousy. I mean, you could do whatever it is you want to do. But just be man and woman enough to understand what those consequences and repercussions are going to be thereafter. Until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed. I love you.